Hi all, this is BRR and today's topic is SQL Server database unit testing. Like nowadays, everyone is moving into the automation process, like looking at everything has been planned for automation like code review and unit testing and the deployment and build verification and the most of the things are happening as per the automation process. So now how we are going to unit test the database objects like stored procedures and user defined functions. So there are a lot of tools available in the internet, uh, but I can suggest you go for tSQLT. It's a simple kind of logic or the syntax which we are using for in the SQL server, like transact SQL statement kind of syntax. It is providing to create test case against store procedure and the user defined functions, and it has some descriptive the process of creating a test case, and it is very useful for the SQL Server developers. And again, it's an open source framework provided for this SQL Server database unit testing. So in this topic, I'm going to cover below topics like what is an SQL T and setting up an tSQLT and creating a test classes and executing a test classes. So what is an tSQLT? It's a database unit testing framework for Microsoft SQL Server, and it's compatible since 2005 and other versions as well, including the latest version. There are several frameworks for assisting with testing of SQL Server database, but tSQLT is more popular because it has been written in tSQL language syntax and it's simple for database developers to set up and use. So also unit testing can be useful, as I said, particularly for catching issues in stored procedures and user-defined functions. The world of SQL Server development has been slow to embrace unit testing, mainly because of most of the available tools made test case maintenance very difficult and effective. In many cases, the data and schema needs to be performed. Tests could not be relied on the sustain the long-term use of those objects. So how we are going to set up this tSQLT in the local machine. So if you look at this main web server, this website tSQLT.org, so it will give you the details like how you are going to download and what is the the purpose and the benefit of using this tSQLT behind this, and the main features also it is going to given this in this particular site. Just go on here, and if you can download it here, it will download entire package of tSQLT, and this comes like use these files into your system once you download it from the website. So it will give you the examples, and this is the license is not worrying about it, and this is the release notes, and this is the set control the CLR enabled script, and this is what the main SQLT script you have to the install into your database. So now I will open this. This is what the tSQLT. So here this is the script provided by the tSQLT, and you can open this and you can run it. It will execute the script, and it will says that thank you for using tSQLT, and its version is 1.0. So when you look at this database, this is my test DB, and look at here stored procedures. It is going to install the built-in things which come up as part of package. These are things has been installed automatically, and don't bother about these things, and you can simply uninstall also by using this. It will clear everything once your testing is done, and it will not take much time, and it will not occupy more space as well. So now I want to the create test case. This is how we are going to set up into your local database. So this I have been set up into my local database. This is test DB. Now how I'm going to use it in my database. So in my database I have a table employees. In this table I have these entries. So here I want to write a test case so that you'll be knowing. Already have an store procedure emp name which it accepts salary and some output parameter. So this will give you the output like this. So the person, the employee list, the the 20,000 salary named person is Dinesh. This Dinesh name has been written with this my SP. Now I want to test this my stores procedure get EMP name. So using an tSQLT. So how we are going to write this particular thing? So first we have what we have to do is we have to create a test case for this, like using in this tSQLT like exec tSQLT dot new test case. This is the inbuilt, the object given by tSQLT. Here you have to specify the test case. So I am going to specify test case 1 plus. This I am going to create it. So please note that so the all the test cases names should start with a test so that it will recognize and it will execute while you running your test case. Now I will run it. It has been executed my test case. Now in this test case I'm going to write my actual test case. If anything have like drop procedure, test case 1 class dot here I'm writing a actual test case here is salary valid. This is my test case I'm going to write. So I'm just dropping this if already have, otherwise go create procedure test is salary valid, and this you can dot test valid. So here I start begin declare as your result varchar 20, and then I'm just executing my SP here by providing 20,000 and str result as out parameter. Now I'm executing my tSQL statement dot assoc like is my input given is belongs to Dinesh or not. This is my test case I'm writing, and go. This I'm going to run this. Okay, I will run here, or I will put a condition here so that it is more appropriate. If object of ID of so this case 1 dot class dot test is salary valid is not null. then I'm going to execute this drop down state. So if you run this now, your result, it seems something. Your result is missed, comma. So now my test case has been created. This is what my test case. Now, when you execute my test case, again I have to use SQLT dot run. If there are multiple cases, you can use run all. If I have only single test case, I use only run of my test case one dot class. If you run this, it will run my test case and it will show you your test case is passed because this 20,000 salary employee was Dinesh. If you look at table, this 20,000 employee has been Dinesh, and yeah, I'm verifying this is the like test case. The basic step have been written like that the output is belongs to Dinesh or not. So this is matching. My test case has been successfully executed and it has been shown as success. Like if I say like this is something ABC, and if you create same test case and if you run this, it has to be failed as per the case because no ABC entry in the table. Yes, it has been failed. This is how it is going to execute tSQLT statement. Okay, so this way you can create your test case and by downloading it from here. And this is what the first step, you have to create new test case and test case you have to give it. And this is how I'm going to specify another example with this. And this is success case it is showing. And this is another case I've been added like as I shown you. And this is going to show you the failure case. So finally it will store all the results in test case class that also will show you. So all the results it is going to save in the DB test. I think it is something tSQLT dot test results. Test results. So this is going to save all your test case execution process here, like test case name, and this is test case, and this is the the point you have been validated, the name you have given. This is the track name, transaction name. This is the failure case, and this is the message and start time, end time. So based on that also you'll be getting how much time it has been taken with this table, because this is the start time, this is the end time. It has been taken milliseconds, fraction of milliseconds. It has been taken time to execute your stored procedure. This way you'll be knowing how much time it has taken to execute your stored proc or user defined function as part of your performance testing as well. So like that you can check for your database objects the execution process in the tSQLT.test results table. So another way we have different built-in functions. As of now, as so far we used only asset like, that is like we have used this one, and there are other built-in methods also has been given in the tSQLT, like asset not equal, empty table, equals string, object exists equals table, because it will compare table as well instead of a string. So these are the other cases also we have in the tSQLT this tool. So you can go and look at and play all the options to get the proper unit testing has been implemented. So far, as I said, this is DB unit testing framework, very useful, and it's influenced by other DB tools like Redgate also. So with the results, we can easily know how much time it has been taken to execute DB update, as I shown you in the before example. So hope this will help the DB developers to write quality DB update without issues, and similar useful for the other developers as well who is debugging on the database side. So hope this clears like how we are going to unit test. So if you can look at the examples I have been given, so like writing of test case using tSQLT, and same thing we can even execute instead of manually using a PowerShell command by specifying all these test cases in PowerShell commands and put into some script, and that script is going to be integrated in the say tools and Jenkins the kind of thing, and it is going to be automatically pick up the given the script which has PowerShell commands, and there it will execute your test cases automatically, and it will import the test case result into flat file if you want in XML kind of thing. So later on, it is distributed to the developers, the reporting person, so that they will be looking at the results and knowing the status of DB object. Hope this clears like the unit testing of DB object. Thank you.